This is Jeff Bacalar from Giant Bomb. Welcome to the 14th Annual New York Game Awards. This nonprofit awards event benefits the Critic Circle's Playing with Purpose education program for underserved kids. For this awesome evening, I have the honor of introducing you to your first host. Reggie Fils-Aimé is the former president of Nintendo of America, the author of Disrupting the Game, and a proud New Yorker once again.
Thank you. Thank you. So I have to say, Jeff got it wrong. I've always been a proud New Yorker. I'm just back living here is what it is. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for being with us on such a cold, cold night. We're so glad that you're here. And, you know, I've shoved off the moss of the Pacific Northwest to be living in this area again, and I'm so glad to be back here. Whew. So now I want to introduce another one of our fantastic hosts, Cherie L. Smith with the L, a fantastic writer and a Critics Circle board member. Cherie.
Yeah. Thank you for that awesome intro, Reggie, and thank you for hosting with us once again. And of course, welcome back to New York. And now, here is the founder of the New York Video Game Critics Circle and the New York Game Awards. I need y'all to give me big, big energy for Harold Goldberg!
Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to the 14th Annual New York Game Awards. So 14, man, that is crazy. And just think next year is going to be our quinceanera. So I think I'm officially, or probably, the oldest games writer in the U.S. now. But I'm still very mindful and very demure. And wild at heart and weird on top. Right? So as a New York Times Games columnist, I know from experience that 2024 was an excellent year for games. And there are indies like the psychedelic-tinged Ultros, and there are stirring comebacks like EA College Football, where you play as college students, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, where you play as a college professor. So variety is the ice spice of life. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. 2024 was like a super year for game fans and our critics. Discussion about the nominees across all categories has been both thoughtful and argumentative. It was like Drake versus Kendrick for game critics, except none of us resorted to lawsuits. Right? So across the U.S., things have changed, as you know, and things changed today, things changed yesterday. Disagreement continues.
So no doubt there'll be more disagreements to come, but our love for video games continues to inspire us, as do the developers who brought us all of these thrills and chills in multi-hour AAA games, as well as shorter indie experiences. But, you know, harsh layoffs continue in this industry. And quite a few folks from the game industry have been affected by the fires in LA. And all of you who are affected in all of these various tragedies, our hearts are with you.
Tonight, we are here to come together to celebrate games that have helped us through these tense times. We salute those who have made great games possible because they just made us happy.
You know, giving back through our nonprofit also makes us happy. And through our Playing with Purpose program, we mentor young folks. We give scholarships to underserved and unhoused students throughout New York City.
And to support our awesome nonprofit work, we're here to entertain you with the New York Game Awards. Please go to nygamecritics.com. There you can read student stories without any ads or pop-ups or sneaky algorithms. And by the way, donate too. Like, go for real. Go to NewYorkGameCritics.com. Money, we need it.
Plus, NYGameCritics.com is fully fact-checked. Take that, Facebook. We have so much for you tonight. All this will go by really quickly. So take some time to soak it all in. I'm going to step back at some point and just like say, wow, look at all these cool people here. And many of our distinguished critics and young interns are here. We have comedy from The Daily Show. We have some brilliant live music for you from Megaran. The rogue ballerina is here to blow your mind. And Sam Lake is here. All the way from Finland. Here we go.
You gotta hit the feet too.
That's for you. That's for you. But wait, there's more. Our legend winner Todd Howard is here as well. Thanks, Todd, for coming. Hannah Tell, who plays Max from the Life is Strange series, is here. Logan Cunningham from Hades 2 is here. Come on. John Eric Bentley from Final Fantasy Rebirth is here. Thank you.
All right.
And I hear there's a really unknown actor here named Troy Baker. Come on, Troy. And we'll have appearances from David Harewood and Janina Gavankar as well. So come on, give it up for them.
So it's going to be an exciting night. And before we get to our first awards, since I'm back living in the area, Harold, Cherie, Ryan is out here somewhere. You're all invited to come over to experience my world-famous lasagna. Oh, yeah. World-famous lasagna. Made with my own hands. Yeah. I must admit, it's pretty tasty. This is my lasagna. Now, much more seriously, I'm looking forward to more mentoring and spending time with our underserved and unhoused students in the Bronx. This year, executive mentors included Marvel's Eric Monticelli, Bethesda's Angela Browder, and Brass Lion Entertainment. When these experts share their direct knowledge, students learn about game making and they get jobs in this industry. And they don't have to do QA work to get there. These students learn the ins and outs of our industry, and they get to do great work, really great work.
That's right, Reggie. This year, I went to the Bronx to judge student writing. They stood before their classmates, and they presented their narratives for the games they want to make. I know from experience that it's important that we all come together to help young people of diverse backgrounds, whether they're underserved or unhoused.
Then the outlook for this year may be grim, like the Department of Education may exist no more. So to implement our education programs, there are a lot of challenges from all directions. But we won't stop mentoring underserved students, helping them to write game narratives and game journalism. And we have them interview top creators on YouTube as well, as we did with Sam, who was so kind with his time.
We give students paid internships, college scholarships, and pave the way for internships at game studios, like our partnership with Rockstar Games. And those internships lead to jobs. And as Harold stated, we try hard to get students jobs once they graduate. And we helped one of our earliest interns, Kamari Rennis, get a job with Lucasfilm Games. Now, this gets better because now she's a producer there. And she's mentoring young kids with us. So it's a fantastic full circle story. So please go to nygamecritics.com/donate. Please. Now, let's also take some time to thank the fans that are here, the fans that are watching live through their various service providers.
Yeah, that's right. So thank you, fans in the theater and all over the world. Honestly, it feels good to just see this many people in the theater and coming out to hear our story and the story of games this year. Thanks as well for coming in on a really cold night. So the New York Game Awards, like I kind of indicated, is a community in itself. We really do appreciate you all, and you'll see that if you come to the after party. But just by being here, you're part of the New York Video Game Critics Circle. And now we have our awesome critics, Ronald Gordon and senior intern Caroline Castillo-Troncoso. Both have grown as thoughtful professional writers as well, and they're here to present the A-Train Award for Best Mobile Game.
How nice is it to be able to play games on the go? Like on the train, on your lunch break, when you're awkwardly pretending to be on your phone when you walk past a group of people? Just me?
No, I'm the same way. I was super excited to see all the new mobile distractions come out, and then the rabbit started screaming at me for all my notifications. Not very discreet, if you ask me.
Tell me about it. What's not discreet is opening a pack of Pokemon cards in Pokemon Pocket and audibly expressing your disappointment when you see you've only got common cards, not holographic insight.
One day I'll have my holographic Raichu.
And the nominees are?
Rabbids, Legends of the Multiverse. Wuthering Waves. Zenless Zone Zero. Ex Astris. Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket.
And the winner for the A-Train Award for Best Mobile Game is...
Zenless Zone Zero.
Thank you so much for this amazing honor. We are sincerely grateful to our fans all over the world for their continued love and support of Zenless Zone Zero. The adventure is continuing, and we can't wait to show you what's next. This is a collective achievement of our team members, community, and fans. So thank you so much again for this great award.
Congratulations. And now our Central Park Zoo Award for Best Kids Game. It was a landmark year for games that everyone can play. Here are Bryna Dabby-Smith and Rashad Radiq from local AAA's development studio Brass Lion Entertainment to present the award for games that anyone of almost any age will enjoy playing.
Good evening, New York, And thank you for having us. We're honored to be a part of the awards this evening. Whether you are 5 or 85, the magic of video games can be enjoyed by kids of all ages.
For the more seasoned among us, our first games might have been as simple as Pokemon, or, well, not Pokemon, it's not a simple game, Pong or Pac-Man.
But kids today get to go on adventures with adorable robots, with running hedgehogs, with cute little plumbers. They have a little more to choose from than we did.
But one thing remains the same. Some of the best games are for the children.
And with that, the nominees for Best Kids Game are...
Astrobot, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Little Kitty, Big City, Sonic X Shadow Generations, The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom,
All right. And the winner is... Astrobot.
Hi everybody at the New York Game Awards. This is Team Asobi, well, only part of Team Asobi, but we are delighted to be receiving the Best Kids Game with Astrobot. For us, making family games is a work of love. We know how important it is to create these amazing, magical memories for young players, and so we are absolutely delighted to be receiving these awards. Thank you so much. And talking about the youth, we also want to shout out to the New York video game critics, as well as Playing with Purpose, which are two initiatives that are very important to get young people set up and going into journalism or the video game industry. We really support these initiatives. We think it's really great. So once again, thank you so much from all of us at Team Asobi, and we hope to see you around. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
So I have to admit it, Astrobot almost outdid Nintendo in its own game. So next up is the Freedom Tower Award for the Best Remake. And I think it's really important for us to bring back games of historical importance, especially when the story and graphics are enhanced and the game feels new again. So to present this award, here are Tony Polanco from Tom's Guide and Sarah Clemens from Unwinnable.
Tony.
Hello. I know it's been said already, but thank you to everyone who's here for braving the cold and joining us tonight.
Yeah, as we say in New York, it is brick out there.
That's right. Tony and I are so excited to be here doing a remake of our remake presentation from last year. So the award for Best Remake celebrates the art of reimagining beloved classics. It's no easy feat to recreate the magic of a fan favorite while adding fresh perspective for new generations.
The nominees in this category have been redefined nostalgia by blending cutting-edge technology with timeless storytelling and gameplay. These remakes aren't just games. They're love letters to the originals and to the fans.
Here are the nominees for Best Remake of 2024.
Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered, Silent Hill 2. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Age of Mythology Retold. Persona 3 Reload.
All right, and the winner is
Silent Hill 2. The developers couldn't be here tonight, so we accept the award on their behalf.
Sorry about that. Konami didn't send a video, and the last time Konami won, they didn't send a video either. I'm hoping they're not lost somewhere in Silent Hill 2. Hopefully they're making new Silent Hill for us all to enjoy, but either way, the show must go on.
Oh, well.
The Statue of Liberty Award for Best World is given for outstanding, dream-inspiring art and animation. The result allows players to live within ingenious environments they'll never forget. Presenting the Best World Award is Dan Ackerman from Micro Center and Jordan Miner from PC Mag.
All right, Jordan. Well, world building is obviously very important in games, whether you're building a new civilization or a planet or an alternate history.
The best game worlds take us to fantastical foreign lands. They take us to new places or back to realms that we all know and love. One of these is just Indiana Jones movie, and that's a great pitch, if you ask me.
And world building becomes especially important when we look around the world as it is and we say to ourselves, maybe I don't want to be here for a couple hours.
Exactly. So the best world, the nominees are...
Tales of Kenzera Zhao. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. Astrobot. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl.
All right, and the winner for Best World is...
Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree. Oh, here comes something.
My dear consorts, it's lovely to see you all again. While I wasn't able to join you in your quest this time, not sure why, thank you for your bravery in venturing into the land of shadow and proving yourselves worthy once again.
Hi, everyone. My name is John Hardman. I'm part of the publishing team for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree here at Bandai Namco Entertainment America. We're truly humbled for this recognition by the New York Video Game Association. Even being nominated for Best World among these heavy hitters is truly an honor. From us and the entire team at From Software, we'd like to thank our fans around the world for exploring the land of shadow and all that dwells within. And to the New York Video Game Association, thank you for all that you do and your continuing mission to help students join our amazing profession.
Congrats. I'm always happy to die in Elden Ring. And now, for a very special premiere presentation that proves high art can meet popular art. Georgina Pazkogan is, as one of our board members said, a goddess. This former New York City Ballet principal dancer wrote bravely about abuse in her worldwide bestseller, and if you haven't read Swan Dive, put it on your list. And now Georgina is creating a ballet about The Legend of Zelda. Here's a worldwide premiere.
Hi everyone, my name is Georgina Pazkogan. I am known as the Rogue Ballerina, and I'm sure you're wondering why ballet and why Zelda. I grew up off on the Zelda video games, and my whole world in ballet is based off this ephemeral art of movement. And I wanted to explore this epic storyline through my language, which is dance. The idea for Zelda, the full-length ballet, is based off of some of my diversity work. I started a initiative called Final Bow for Yellowface, which fought against Asian stereotypes, outdated and offensive Asian stereotypes. As a ballerina, a professional ballerina of 20 years, I was like, there has to be more than just the Nutcracker as a full length. There has to be more than the Swan Lake. I really started to go through what I loved growing up, and that's how I struck upon Zelda, which already has this epic orchestrated score. And I took a dive. I love telling stories. I think that ultimately is whatever my creative next chapter is. And I want to reimagine Zelda. I want ballet audiences to fall in love with this music. I want to bring in a younger audience to ballet. As a choreographer and a dancer, I want to collaborate with a costume designer who's going to bring to life what they see on the video game in a way that we can incorporate. Link's movement is always going to be at the ready. So lots of jumps, lots of turns. In the span of his evolution, I think it's him coming into his power and accepting his power. So Princess Zelda, she's like an omnipresent view and a guidance to Link, kind of pulling Link towards her. And then each of the Triforces in the original, they are going to be dancers too. And so each have their own specific movement quality, and that this might need to be newly composed music for them to each have their own energy. We're in very much like the beta stage of my exploration of movement. For me, there's the storyline and then there's the music. In this first iteration that you'll see of movement quality, that was inspired purely by the music. I resonate personally with it because there has been part of me who's always, I wanted to be a ballerina, and I broke that glass ceiling, and there were people that were like, you are destined to be on stage, you're destined for something different. And I think my pathway, I resonate so much with Zelda's plight and not fighting it and embracing the expansiveness of what an artist is. And I think Link is just this incredible artist, and Zelda is the omnipresent power of creativity.
Where do you want me? Hey.
Thanks for doing that.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
This is cool, right?
Yeah. Hey,
So-
everyone.
So, thank you so much for being here, sharing your vision of what you're working on. So, it's not a secret that The Legend of Zelda is my favorite franchise of all time. But video games are interactive. So how do you envision what you're doing to leverage that element of interactivity?
So depending on what this piece ends up being, I want to incorporate the audience participation, depending on venue, maybe the audience gets up, moves around. Maybe one audience member is hiding a Triforce. Maybe it takes all of the audience members holding up their phone to unlock a dancer's movement in order to pull out a sword. There's so many different ways that I want the audience to not only have this exchange with dance sitting there, but to be part of what's happening, be part of the story. So it all depends on what the final product becomes.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So Gina, beyond the New York City Ballet, I know that you were in Cats on Broadway. Ideally, where would you want to premiere this performance and why?
I mean, we talked about it before. It depends on money. It depends on how much money we can raise. If I find investors, I would love to do this in a commercial venture on Broadway. Listen, I am a pathway to ballet and dance. I speak that language. I want to bring the story of Zelda to life in a new way, but I also want to collaborate with all these incredible creatives here. If you need a dancer, if you need movement, if you need motion capture, I'm your person. But it depends. I think that's what's great about all of us is that we adapt to what's in front of us. And I'm going to aim as high as I can. It's not the first time I've broken a glass ceiling.
That is true, Gina. So I got to know you last year, and I've read your book Swan Dive from cover to cover. And I know you like to go rogue. You're called the rogue ballerina. So what would one element of rogueness be in the ballet?
Oh, gosh. I think, oh, they cut me. We're going too long. I think just me being here as the first Asian American woman that has ever been promoted out of New York City Ballet is core to ballet. I think any project that someone who's sitting here puts themselves into, you are becoming rogue. My moniker, the rogue ballerina, flips that word on its head, and it embraces our differences. It's so important to embrace our differences. So just by being me, I'm adding my rogue ballerina-ness to the project.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Julia. Great.
Thank you so much.
You're a star, Gina. You are cool. So at the New York Times, I specialize in reviewing smaller games like Arranger and News Tower. We love indie games here at the New York Game Awards. Not indie games meaning Indiana Jones, indie meaning independent. But indie is great, though. We like indie and indie, right? Anyway, here to present the award is mentor and critic Isaac Espinosa and senior intern Chloe Wilkerson.
So here's the deal. We've all had that moment where we just have an idea in our heads. It's something that we really want to put to paper, something that we want to put out into the world, and all of a sudden, wait, no, it's gone. The idea's gone now. It's now not going to paper, and it's stuck in my brain for good. That's that writer's block where we have these ideas that we want to execute and put out, but we can't, and video games are no exception to this. It is unfortunate that a lot of people stop at that brainstorming phase where they can't put their ideas to paper and bring those games to life. But that is the exact reason why we need to continue to celebrate indie games to this day.
Yeah,
Indie developers bring stories close to their hearts to life, exploring ideas and perspectives that often go unnoticed. They take creative risks that larger studios might shy away from, fueled by passion and vision rather than massive budgets. Indie games prove that extraordinary experiences come from bold creativity, reminding us why we love gaming in the first place, to discover something entirely meaningful, exciting, and new. With that being said, the nominees for the Off-Broadway Award for the Best Indie Games are
Thank goodness you're here. Balatro. UFO 50. I Am Your Beast. "1,000 Times Resist." Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Neva. Tales of Kenzera, Zhao.
And the winner is UFO 50.
Wow, this is a huge honor. This category is stacked with awesome games. I want to quickly acknowledge our teammates that aren't here. Derek Yu, Eric Sirk, Tyreek Plummer, and Ojiro Fumoto. Derek wanted to make sure that I thanked his family, his wife Frances, and his daughter Caroline. Definitely want to thank my own wife Montana, and basically all the people in our lives that put up with the 9-year project. Thank you.
Thanks so much. My heart's racing. I honestly didn't expect that. And we didn't prepare anything, obviously, but what an incredible honor. This was 8 years of our lives for, being our age. That's like,
almost a decade.
20% of our lives. So, yeah. So thank you for recognizing that you liked it, and thanks so much, everybody.
I have to say, congratulations on a game that's literally like 50 games in one. It's phenomenal. What an achievement. And what a great deal for fans. So next is the Herman Melville Award for Best Writing. And it's named after one of history's greatest authors. Today's best game writers strive to achieve greatness with every line they write. Now, from Kotaku, here to present the big award is Carolyn Pettit, along with freelance journalist Alyssa Mercante.
Wow, it's bright up here. Diane. 8:45 p.m. Standing on stage at the New York Game Awards. 816 miles south of the Canadian border, 15 miles west of the state line. I've never seen so many pizza shops in my whole life. As W.C. Fields would say, I'd rather be here than Philadelphia. As you have no doubt surmised, I am helping to present the award for Best Writing in a Game.
Good writing, Diane. It's a lot like a great cup of coffee. When it's made right,
It just warms you from the inside out. It injects you with energy. It gets your fingers tingling and your toes tapping. It opens up new pathways for your mind to traverse.
The late, great filmmaker David Lynch offered us new ways of looking at the world and opened our hearts to mystery and helped us think more about the power of love and compassion.
And like the video game writers we're here to honor today, he did so not just through words on a page, but by fusing these words to images and music and the vast, impressive, surreal worlds he and the teams he worked with created for both film and television.
This award honors the craft and artistry of those who engage in this collaborative, multifaceted creative process.
This year's nominees are all a remarkable testament to what good games writing can do. It can take us on swashbuckling adventures, it can pull us into profound mysteries that demand investigation, or it can encourage us to change the way we think about the world we actually live in.
The nominees for the Herman Melville Award for Best Writing are
Harold Halibut, Metaphor, Rifantasio, 1,000 Times Resist, Life is Strange, Double Exposure, Phoenix Springs, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
And the winner of the Herman Melville Award for Best Writing in a Game is Metaphor Rifantasio.
Hello New York Game Awards, and thank you so much for the Herman Melville Best Writing Award. We're so sorry that the team couldn't make it there today to receive in person this tremendous honor. But we're truly appreciative to all the players that joined us in this fantasy adventure that Studio Zero built for us. Now, one of the development goals from the beginning was for players to take something away from their experience within the United Kingdom of Uchronia and implement it in their everyday life. So we really hope that we achieve that.
As storytellers, there is no higher honor than being recognized for writing that resonates with players like you. On behalf of the Metaphor development team in Japan and the localization teams around the world, thank you, and may fantasy give you strength.
Congrats. The writing in Metaphor Rifantasio was witty, wild, political, poetic, and massively operatic. I spent hours upon hours wrapped in the compelling story about magical election and cat people.
You know, our awards community is this is a community event. And yes, we've got some celebrities, writers, game developers, but as a nonprofit, we include students and donors, politicians, and community activists. They're all here. We started working on this 14th awards over a year ago. And here with the thank you segment is New York Video Game Critics Circle founder and a friend I've known since my early Nintendo days, Harold Goldberg. Thanks.
Thank you, Reggie. Thanks, Reggie. So this year, I'm very thankful that our work as a nonprofit was able to expand and grow. And yes, a donor or two pulled back on their support, but we found ways to keep going, and we had to. It's our mission to honor and our honor to give back. And I wanted to thank those who've happily supported our nonprofit work this year. Rockstar Games, Microsoft, Bethesda. You could like, it's okay to clap. MOME, MSK, the Empire State Development Fund, Take-Two, the Pokemon Company, Nintendo, Catherine and Jeffrey Soros, Hit Detection, IGN, GameSpot, Coexist Gaming, and the Paley Center for Media. And personally, I want to thank my awesome wife, Hallett, who's a busy college professor. She is so giving of her time with the Circle. And some of you may know that we were married this year. And so Mario and Princess Peach made an appearance. That's actually us. We dressed up in costume. And we got scanned, so that, yeah. Also, thanks to Ryan O'Callahan, our outstanding executive director. John Azzalona, our superb creative director. He puts all these videos together. It's awesome. Victor Calagianis and George Jimenez, our awesome technical directors. They all worked so hard for so many hours leading up to this night. We are a small crew. And also thanks to Nick Capizzoli, our Journalism Award Committee, mentors Isaac Espinoza and Ronald Gordon, board member Mark Mayer, Glenn Cano from our advisory board, our super helpful board chair, Ted Houghton, and the Wonder Woman that is Caitlin Stringer, and our excellent team at Zebra Partners. All of our valued critics, writers, interns, students, educators, and volunteers. We're all friends here, and I think that's why we've lasted for 14 years. So thank you, our supporters. Thank you so much. And we hope you continue to support us. Now I want to welcome Aaliyah Jones-Harvey, the Associate Commissioner of the New York City Mayor's Office of Media and Entertainment. So everyone, Aaliyah. So everyone at MOAM has been really supportive of our work with underserved and unhoused students.
Thank you, Harold, Ryan, and your team for including the mayor's office in the festivities this evening, and for all of the work that you do to prepare the future storytellers, journalists, and critics in the game industry. So thank you, and congratulations on the 14th year here in New York City. I'm thrilled to be here on behalf of the New York City Mayor's Office of Media and Entertainment. And Commissioner Kaufman joined us here in the audience tonight. As part of Mayor Adams' economic blueprint for New York City, we are working to make this city a hub for digital game development and production. The Mayor's Office is here tonight to put 3 exciting opportunities on your radar. First, the mayor's $2 million investment in the first public bachelor's degree in game design for New York City at City College is on track to launch this fall. We're very excited about that. The Gaming Pathways team at City College has been working hard for 3 years to stand up the premier game design program, and leading up to the launch of the program, they will hold an unreleased game arcade in March, Waffle Games in April, and a pop-up exhibit on video games in May. I also wanted to point out that we are launching a gaming incubator at NYU, and applications for that incubator, which will include mentorship, workshops, investor outreach. Very important these days, access to new technologies and networking, And that application period is open until February 28th. So you have one more month if you are interested in being a part of the first incubator in New York City. And third, we will host the 2025 Battle of the Boroughs Minecraft Build Challenge again this year. And partnering with Minecraft Education, C40 Cities, the New York City Video Games Critics Circle, and the City of New York, we're all teaming up for this citywide esports competition. Student teams will compete to shape the New York City of the future. And so NYC K through 12th grade year-old students, submit your builds by March 7th. And finally, we continue to support many New York City-based game events like this one, Games for Change. I saw Susanna here tonight, Play NYC, and Game Devs of Color. In fact, we gave our second ever Made in New York grant this fall to Daniel Lowe, who developed Parkour Legends, which was released on Steam last May. So we're very excited about all of that. So please visit nyc.gov digital games to find out more about what's going on in New York City. We continue to seek out ways to level up our support to the developer community and to make Made in New York games developed in this city the premier games in the world. We're just getting started. And so now you've heard from, or you're about to hear from, the New York State Empire State Development Office about this exciting tax credit to encourage you to develop games here. But in case you need any more encouragement to develop your next game in New York City, we have a video.
Thank you, Commissioner. We're looking forward to the 400th anniversary of this great city and to helping the underserved. We've been working hard this year to revise our nonprofit work. Here to talk about the new partnerships we've created is our Executive Director, Ryan O'Callahan.
Thank you, Cherie. It continues to be a real pleasure working with everyone here at the Critics Circle and with our Playing with Purpose program. Last year, we began a pilot program at the Laboratory School for Finance and Technology in the Bronx. We just concluded a 3-day-a-week deep dive during school hours. Top game executives mentored and students learned so much. Let's take a quick look at what we were able to do there. So over the last 10 weeks, we have been here at the Laboratory School of Finance and Technology, bringing our Playing with Purpose classes to these really exciting and energetic students. We've taught them how to write a critical review and how to come up with their own video game pitch, which students were able to present in front of some of our amazing circle members and get feedback and get to have their ideas heard. On top of all that, always the kids' favorite thing is we also get to hang out and play games and start building a community of positivity around games.
So in the past 10 weeks, I learned about connotative language. I learned how to make a good review. I learned about how the process of how people create video games, in which you taught us that you can make a pitch presentation where you put the ideas in your game and you present it at companies. And if they want this game to be made, they're here's $1 million for you to make this game.
Having seen the students from the start of this and see their growth and see their ideas develop and flourish has been really exciting. It's very easy for a student to tell you in excitement what they like and what they are into, but to see them put that on the page and be able to put it forward and be presentable and really see some high quality work come out of students is always a really, really exciting thing to see.
Like, one thing it taught me is to actually write good video game reviews. Like, for example, like I did with Mario Kart 8, most of it is like really about video game reviews, like what makes it a good video game review, how important it is to be honest about it.
It's always exciting for me to step back into the classroom, connect with students, and more importantly, connect with something that we have a shared love and passion for. It's not often in a school setting that you get to hang out and talk about games, but also do so in a way that is really positive and promotes literacy and learning, but still maintains the authenticity of what is fun about a video game.
So this class that we were able to run in the fall was really such a pleasure, and especially to be able to see how much better they got. You know, they came to the table with ideas, and over the weeks they really learned how to shape those things and really build something unique. And we also got to see a lot of excitement. One of our students, who is an exceptional writer, won a laptop. He was super excited, and why don't you take a look at how excited he was?
Oh my God!
So as we continue to bring this work, we've been able to get the industry more involved in mentoring students. We were very lucky to have Bethesda's Angela Browder mentor some of our students. Brass Lion Entertainment, Sam Lake, and other luminaries have been able to mentor, which has been so wonderful and so helpful. We'll continue our partnership, as Aaliyah just mentioned, with the Minecraft Battle of the Boroughs, this contest going out to schools in the New York City Department of Education. Our interns, Mary Ellis and Eighth, and others won our big prizes, and those two were able to sign on as interns and write for us, all due to the hard work that they put in there at the Minecraft Writing Challenge. Every student from across New York City has the chance to enter and win. We've also created the Youth Gaming Advisory Council. This intelligent group of young people consulted for the Gina Davis Institute and are working with the Hit Detection Consultancy to create a New York City high school class, which will debut later this year. Diverse young people need a voice in games, and it's important that more companies see the value of their input, their opinions, and their writing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ryan. We look forward to more great partnerships that help our kids. Originally, they thought it wouldn't take over the world. It didn't. And then they thought it would die. It didn't. VR found its space, and it keeps taking us to super fantastic worlds unknown. This year, the adventures included vampires as imagined by the mind of Neil Druckmann's mentor, Jesse Schell, and an escape room placed right in your living room. Here to present the Coney Island Dreamland Award for Best VR AR Game is Lord Cognito from the Iron Lords podcast and Shannon Lau from Inverse.
The worlds of virtual and augmented reality truly are an exciting space not to sleep on.
So recently I played a bug on a roller coaster in VR, and it was sick, man. I'm telling you.
And the nominees for Best AR VR Game are?
Thrasher. Arkham Shadow. Boomerangi Generation VR. Skydance's Behemoth. Silent Slayer, Vault of the Vampire. Shattered.
That was a lot of nominees.
That was a lot. And the winner for Best AR VR is?
And what does AR/VR stand for again?
Augmented reality, virtual reality.
All right. Just making sure in case.
Just in case
we had
you
some
know.
questions earlier, so I wanted to clarify. All right. And the winner is
Batman
Arkham Shadow.
Cool. I'm so grateful for everybody who was involved in the development of this game and the hard work that went into it. And I want to recognize our studio head and game director, Ryan Payton, who led by example on this front. He gave everything he had into this game, and he pushed us past our comfort zones to try to make something meaningful. I got to thank WBDC for their partnership, Oculus Studios for taking a bet on us, and really, like, the critics, the press, and the fans of the Arkham games. You were the 12th man in development. Knowing that you would hold us accountable to make an honest Arkham game shaped our development, and I think we made a better game because of that partnership, that implicit partnership, than we could have made without you. So thank you so much. This is awesome. Thank you.
All right, I'm back so soon. Congratulations to the Batman team. For 2025, we also wanted to acknowledge that we will be partnering with New York State. So we have a representative from Empire State Development to speak a little bit more on that. So please come on up.
Hi, thank you everyone. Good evening. I want to extend my regards from Commissioner Hope Knight, who unfortunately could not join us tonight. But on behalf of Commissioner Knight and Empire State Development, I'd like to thank the New York Video Game Critics Circle for hosting this incredible night of celebration and recognition. And to everyone joining us here tonight, whether you're here at the SVA Theater or streaming online, thank you for supporting New York's video game industry. It's an exciting time for digital gaming in New York. This is where creativity and technology converge. Innovation is at the heart of New York State, and energy in this community is its heartbeat. New York is home to some of the country's leading video game designer programs and to hundreds of cutting-edge studios. And the diversity in the industry represents, the diversity that this industry represents fuels our creative and drives our success. At Empire State Development, we are committed to supporting the digital game industry's growth across the city and throughout the state. That's why we're proud to partner with the New York Video Game Critics Circle on an event like this. It is important to acknowledge that the hard work. It is important to acknowledge the hard work and to celebrate the creative and economic successes. And New York State will continue to invest in the studios and companies looking to grow and create jobs here. We'll keep partnering with colleges and universities on the digital game development programs to support the next generation of talent. And we'll keep working to make New York the premier destination for game development talent and culture. In closing, thank you to New York Video Games Critics Circle for hosting another great celebration of creativity, talent, and innovation. Thank you. Congratulations to all of tonight's nominees and honorees. Your creativity motivates us and pushes the boundaries of what's possible. Your innovative work is shaping the gaming world, transforming how we tell stories and share experiences, and helping to drive New York's economy forward. Thank you for your hard work, your passion, and dedication. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the Empire State Development Group for all of their support. And we look forward to working with you to help underserved students throughout New York State.
And now it's time for Devin Delaquante, the hilarious writer from The Daily Show, who actually should be adding his brilliance to video games as well. You'll see why. Devin's going to introduce one of our most brilliant segments of the New York Game Awards. It's the In Memoriam Reel. Devin.
Hello, thank you. Thank you very much. Keep it going for your hosts. You're doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much. Congrats also all the nominees. Your games are incredible and inspiring. So please, another round of applause for all of the nominees. Find it amazing. Quick ask for all the nominees. Games are so long now, guys. I need shorter games in my life. I read Moby Dick last year, the Herman Melville, the original award winner, Herman Melville. It took me 3 months to read Moby Dick. I played Ghost of Tsushima. It took me 2.5 years to finish Ghost of Tsushima. That 20% of your life, 6% of my life, I spent looking for fox dens and predator hides and bamboo to like cut down. I was playing a flute to a cat for months. My kids are like, "We miss you, Daddy." I'm like, "The cat needs to hear the flute song." All right. I'm not even religious. I've spent years of my life looking for shrines in Japan, in Hyrule, a lot of shrines. Open world is great. Closed world, also great. We don't, closed world. We don't need open world Tetris. We don't need, it's fine. Games are getting longer. They're like 200. If you go on like How Long to Beat It, 200-hour games. When you install Baldur's Gate, it should write a will for you. Like, your download is ready and your affairs are in order. Have fun. Okay, I'm going to play them though. That's the problem. Because this year is going to be amazing. 2025, we finally get Grand Theft Auto. Which is also what people from New Jersey call congestion pricing, is Grand Theft Auto. This Grand Theft Auto below 59th is ridiculous. That's everyone from New Jersey. I grew up there, I can say it. Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. Where will we find the time, guys? Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be longer. Grand Theft Auto 5 is still out and going. It's been out for 13 years. How much longer can it be? You can't even call in sick to finish that. I'm going to have to like call in dead to work. Sorry, I died. I'll try to be in next week. I don't know. The problem I have with Grand Theft Auto 6 is that when the last Grand Theft Auto game came out, I was 29, and now I'm 40 and a father. So I drive very differently now than I did back then. I'm just going to be doing bank robberies like, guys, we got to leave early to beat this traffic, okay? Like, everybody, put the money in the bag. Everyone in my crew, use the bathroom. Pee now. We are not stopping. I'm not pulling over at a McDonald's. That's where they caught Luigi. We're going to keep driving, okay? Anyway, if I may be serious for a moment, it was also a very difficult year in gaming because we lost so many important lives, and so many of them were lost by me. In every single video game I played, I lost so many lives. So let us once again, together, take a moment to look back and honor the lives that I lost. Gone but not forgotten. Back to you all. Thank you very much.
Oh, Devin. Your pain brings so much joy every year. I didn't know that your deaths could be so relatable. Like, who knew that you can die by a robotic tuna or a giraffe? Who knew that giraffes were deadly like that? But here we are. Now for our Knickerbocker Award for Best Game Journalism. It's turned out to be our most popular award after Game of the Year, of course. That's in large part due to our journalism chair, Nick Capozzoli, who worked so diligently to create a long list for our judges to pick through and argue about.
To present the award is Stacey Horn, the renowned nonfiction writer and the creator of Echo, one of the first internet salons. Back in 1998, I reviewed Cyberville, Stacey's first book, for the New York Times Book Review, and said it was rife with sagacity and introspection. And since then, Stacey has written a number of compelling nonfiction books, including Damnation Island and The Restless Sleep, Inside New York City's Cold Case Squad. Out next week from Gone Girl Gillian Flynn's imprint is Stacey's new book, The Killing Fields of East New York. It's a tome of wonderful investigative journalism. Stacey, come on up.
Harold, I'm glad that you mentioned that review because I wanted to say something about that too. Having your first book reviewed in the New York Times, it's a big deal, and it was one of the more exciting moments of my life, and I just wanted to thank you one more time for that experience and those memories.
Thank you.
So in the 1980s, I was a graduate student in a program at NYU called the Interactive Telecommunications Program. And for those who are not familiar with it, we study new media and new technology. And remember, it's the 1980s, and I went to a conference of game developers. And all the largest game developers in the country came and talked about what they were working on. And it was clear that all the games that they were developing at the time were geared towards young men exclusively. So at the Q&A at the end, I got up and I asked, are any of you developing games for women? Dead silence. They just looked blankly, and then they were like looking at each other like, are you gonna answer her? Like, no, you answer her. So finally someone turned to me and just said, no. And the next guy was like, yeah, no. And down the line, no. So clearly things have changed. And as the video games have risen in sophisticated and complexity, so has the writing about them. And I looked at the work of the nominees and the strength and the depth of the writing and the investigative journalism and investigative reporting, and how they put everything into cultural context was just astounding and impressive. So good luck to all the nominees, all the worthy nominees. And the nominees are
Mason Andrew Hamberlin, Simone de Rochefort and Clayton Ashley, Alexis Ong, Duncan Fife, Edwin Evans Thurwell, Grant Stoner,
And the winner is Simone de Roquefort and Clayton Ashley.
Okay, cool. If you haven't seen our documentary, The Great Game, The Making of Spycraft, it is about a cult classic, 1996 FMV, that just happened to have 2 real-life spies in it. We found out about this after going down a Wikipedia rabbit hole in 2021 and then convinced a lot of people at Polygon to give us budget and told them that it would be worth it. So thank you for making that true tonight.
We have to thank our colleagues who assisted us in so many ways. Tara Long, Chris Plant, and Patrick Gill. My beautiful wife for supporting me through many late nights of editing. Our 3D graphics editor, Alden Peters, and our narrator, Jamel Bowie. I kind of still can't believe that happened. We deeply appreciate the time our interviewees gave us. Shout out to the developer Celestia, whose game A Hand with Many Fingers led us to Spycraft in the first place. And of course, our fellow nominees whose work is vital and hard-hitting and impressive in every way.
We hope that stories like this show that there are so many untold stories in the history of video games, and that as long as people have the time and support and money, they can tell these stories as well. So thank you, everybody.
Congratulations to you both, and congrats to all the nominees. Your research and your writing prove that games journalism is absolutely thriving.
Reggie, if you watched and listened carefully, there was some truly great acting in games this year. And Matthew Peretta is one of those actors. So, yes, he plays the great Alan Wake. He's also Casper Darling in Control. But I hope Matthew doesn't mind that I mentioned an old school TV show. He has also starred in the original Beverly Hills 90210. So here's Matthew Peretta to present the award for Best Acting in a Game.
Thank you so much. Didn't think I'd be remembering Dan Rubin from Beverly Hills 90210. I know. So, acting in video games has evolved into something unique. Not only do we help tell the story, we connect with the gamer on a personal level. From moments that are moving to shocking to hilarious, as actors, we laugh, we cry, we scream. We do a lot of screaming. And sometimes we sing and we dance. So, look, there's no boundaries to what we can do and what we will do, so let's get down to it. My name's Alan Wake. I'm a writer, and the nominees for Best Actor in a Video Game are
Yet, how does a shaman perform his duties when he is the one in need of healing?
Abubakar Salim as Zhao, Zuberi, and Griot Echo in Tales of Kenzara, Zhao.
Help me, Baba.
John Eric Bentley as Barrett, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
That it was all the work of a local insurgent group. But ain't no villager ever gone near the reactor. They lied right through their teeth.
Oh, guilty. Flirting is like a foreign language to me.
Hannah Tell as Max Caulfield in Life is Strange Double Exposure.
Still can't tell when someone's into you. I don't know. You don't meet a lot of suitors in abandoned buildings.
Where you take the slaves?
Melina Jurgens, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
His pain doesn't matter, make him walk.
You'll walk.
She has to save them.
You have to.
There's no other way. It's why we have come here.
I'm not leaving until I get what I came for.
Jesus Christ, what have you done?
Troy Baker as Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Sorry, pal, you kind of deserved it.
What do you need?
The Huts captured one of our
Umberly Gonzalez as Kay
They're gonna
in
sell him to
Star
the Empire.
Wars Outlaws.
You help my friends, and I'll help yours.
You cross me again, I'll sell you to the Emperor myself.
And the winner is Troy Baker.
That's so cool to see. That's my name. Thank you to Harold and the New York Video Game Critics Circle. I've learned a lot about this organization, and I'm encouraged and I'm inspired under your tutelage. I'm not going to take up too much time. I actually wrote something down on paper. A lost art. I want to thank Todd first for being willing to be wrong. That's been a lot of fun to rub him in. But everyone at the Bethesda team, everyone at Machine Games, for working so hard about not giving up and not relenting and not sacrificing any quality in the pursuit of making something that not only we could be a game that we could be proud of, but a game that I could play with my son and we could have hours upon hours of truly something that's enjoyable as a gamer to enjoy. All of my nominees as well, too. I'm a fan of all of you. Bentley, you and I have screamed grenade and get down more than anybody else. And Melina, wherever you're watching, your performance is inspiring and moving, and I'm honored. Of course, to my beautiful wife and my son, thank you for the reason why I do this. And to Harrison Ford for creating a character that for a nerd who was not athletically inclined, but had this incredible sense of adventure inside of him that drew him to places like the library or to his Nintendo. Reggie. He is the model not only for me as an actor and for this character, but also for all of us, that there's an adventure inside of us that is just yearning to answer the call. So thank you for honoring me with this. I do appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Ooh, Harold, you got Matthew Porretta and Troy Baker. I'm about to catch the vapor. All right. But now, it's time for you at home to reach into your pockets and donate. Because what's the best nation? Donation! The Circle has helped thousands of students over the years in shelters, at the NY Public Library, at the Museum of Natural History, and of course, in our after-school classes. Please go to nygamecritics.com/donate so they can help others too.
And now, a talented high school student with superb writing skills is about to receive a $10,000 college scholarship. So we chose the lab school in the Bronx for our journalism in games competition. And that's because the school features a talented educator and something that's vanishing across this nation, the school newspaper. And Bette Midler donated big time to remake their school auditorium.
That is correct, Reggie. And we want to thank the terrific people at Rockstar Games so much for making this scholarship possible. Rockstar Games have influenced so many, actually including me. In September, my first novel debuts, And it's a mystery called The Skinny, and it's kind of influenced by, well, that looks good, right? It's a mystery called The Skinny, and it's influenced by GTA and LA Noire. And those games have influenced our high school students as well. Whenever we teach, kids always want to know when GTA 6 is coming out. They've been asking that for 13 years. Right? Honestly, I'd like to know too. We all need to play it, but please give a big New York Game Awards welcome to our scholarship winner, Sanaya and Tian. Sanaya, you want to come up?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sanaya Etienne. I'm 17 years old, and I'm a senior at the Lab School of Finance and Tech, and I'm so honored to be receiving this scholarship. I wrote my game review about a game I played when I was a kid called Assassin's Creed Liberation. It's a game about a young black woman named Evelyn, and she lives in French Louisiana in the 1700s. And she's an assassin who fights to defeat the Templars by freeing enslaved people. And she's a really compelling and unique protagonist. So I just want to thank the New York Video Game Critics Circle for giving me the opportunity to tell this story, and Rockstar Games for presenting me with this scholarship. And it's such a blessing to me and my family as I start college in the fall. I want to thank my parents, not only for buying me this Xbox, but just always supporting me. I want to thank Mr. Fulco for encouraging me to apply to the scholarship. And I want to thank God. Thank you again, Rockstar Games and New York Video Game Critics Circle, for helping me pursue a post-secondary education. This is such an amazing honor, and I promise I will make you all proud. Thank you for having me. Have a blessed night, everyone.
Congratulations, Sanaya. We wish you the best in college come this August. Now, you know I love music. I'm always wearing my headphones because, one, I lose them a lot. And number two, I'm always on the go listening to music, whether it's hip-hop, funk, jazz, metal, rock, alternative, and yes, even a little bit of country. But I especially love the music in my video games. Here to present the Tin Pan Alley Award for Best Music in a Game is Stephen Totillo from GameFile and Giovanni Colantio. I'm sorry, my guy. It happened last year, and the wild thing is we're both wrestling fans, and I hang with this man all the time, and
You'll get it next year. You'll get it next year.
One year, just not this year. From Digital Trends.
But you got mine. I appreciate it.
Hey, one out of it.
The nominees for Best Music in Video Games took us all around the world and beyond.
Yeah, game music this year took us from ancient China to a small college town in Vermont to that one distant planet where Sony still remembers Ape Escape.
And we just want to remind people, or maybe warn people, that winning Best Music can be life-changing for a game studio.
Yeah, that's right. Just look at last year's Best Music winner, Hi-Fi Rush. A lot can happen in 12 months, y'all.
We weren't sure if we should do that joke.
They're back, baby. Tango's back.
Let's go to the nominees.
Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. Life is Strange, Double Exposure.
I never knew what to say when they'd say to call a friend.
Astrobot. Arco. Black Myth Wukong, 1000 Times Resist.
The winner is
Astrobot.
Hello from sunny Scotland, I'm Kenny Young. Thank you so much to the New York Video Games Critics Circle for this award. Looking at the other nominees, and actually not just those nominees, but a bunch of other amazing music experiences supporting some great player experiences in the past year. Standing out in that crowd is a tall order, so to get any kind of recognition is amazing, and to be declared the winner is frankly ridiculous. So thanks so much for that, it's very much appreciated. I'd like to thank everyone at Team Asobi, particularly Nicholas Doucet and Junko Sano, the team's amazing audio director, my partners in crime on this project. I'd like to thank all the other composers, Kemi Adachi, Masao Kimura, Tadashi Yatabe, and everyone else at Shangri-La Inc. in Japan, longtime collaborators of Team Asobi. There was a couple of licensed tracks in the game, so thanks to the rights holders for giving us permission to use those. Thanks to everyone at PlayStation, particularly the music department, for their support. And thanks to the other PlayStation teams and their composers for trusting me with remixing their babies, their amazing main themes. That was one of the highlights of the project for me. An amazing creative challenge, and it's been great to see that land with both fans of Astrobot and moving fans of those IPs. It's been great to see. Last but not least, thanks of course to everyone who's played and enjoyed Astrobot. We make these games to bring a little bit of joy into people's lives, and the world sure needs that right now. So that's been lovely to see us find that audience and achieve that goal. So thanks so much, have a great evening, and totally unrehearsed, Astro would just like to also say, oh, cheers.
So cute. Astrobot had such a great variety of music, and the theme song was like an earworm. I was thinking about it like this morning, and it stuck in there for a while. But an earworm in the best way. Congrats to Astrobot. So we are so pleased to have this next musician with us. Helen and I spend our summer weekends upstate, and last year we heard Megaran do a set in the backyard of an old Victorian house, right? And they loved him, and everybody loves Megaran. So whether he's opening for Wheatus or headlining his own shows, it's clear he loves games. And tonight, he's created an original song just for Sam Lake. And for you. So that's a first for the New York Game Award. So we're going to take a moment to set up. And in the meantime, check out the trailer for Andrew Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist. It just came out today. There's some great music in there as well.
You can move it.
New York Game Awards, make some noise! How y'all feeling? I came from the back. I'm like entering like a wrestler, you know, how they do those special entrances. Anyway, are you guys here to have some fun? You having fun? All right. I just wanted to say the music selections have been a little mid. So I am here to hopefully wake y'all up. Yo, when I say hip, you say hop. Hip, hip. When I say don't, you say stop. Don't. Now when I say game, you say awards. Game. Awards. Now everybody make some noise. Okay. All right. That's Dom on the drums. Say hi to Dom. All right, y'all. Let's have some fun with some Final Fantasy. Any Final Fantasy fans here? All right. Danny, give us some horns. All right. This song's called The Ruler's Back. Yeah. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Give me the music up a little loud. Okay, The Ruler's Back. Okay, now some FF7 for all of my fans of Final Fantasy 7. Low-key got robbed. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not judging. Anyway, I'm Mega Ran, teacher, rapper, hero, with still 42 less jobs than Troy Baker. All right, y'all. I want you to put your fist in the air. We're gonna go. Hey. Yeah, encourage. Got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of my enemy. A-V-A-L-A-N. I can't hear y'all. Come on. Hey. Gotta hurt. No, sir. Gotta further to go. Do what I gotta. Hey. Who want that problem? A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E. I'll give you style now. There's a master company called Shinra. I don't know exactly what they're into, but they want to get control of my live stream, and I just can't let that continue. They don't care who they hurt, who they injure. Wanna turn my whole plan against us. It's simple, you join the resistance when you wind up going against us. And the name Barrett Wallace. I'm known for paralyzing, pulverizing punks into submission. We ain't paying to stop. Wish this world wasn't violent. Get worse if we allow it. I head with a cannon for an arm and a mom, and remember they decided. Yeah, avalanche, man, those chumps don't have a chance. Watch them scatter, man. Embarrassed, laying those battle plans. My people beside me, team who behind me with a better voice of reason. Biggs and Wedge and Jesse, and anybody in my way, we're squeezing. Could be behind me, I'm seeing a bomb in the region. It's gotta be the highest treason. We came too far to back now, and we not leaving till we even. Bring it to whoever one that you can get equipped. Now, Game Awards, one more time. Let me see those fists and pump them just like this. Hey, nervous, yeah, encourage. Got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of my enemy. A-B-A-L-A-N. I can't hear y'all. Hey, sir, not a nerve, no, bird. Got further to go. Do what we gotta. Who want that problem? A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E. Yeah, that's who we be. That's who we be. I call it a gun arm, so I'm never unarmed. My favorite character was Barrett, obviously. I mean it literal, never ever unarmed. Gotta understand, son. One more time, hands up. Hey. No, I mean that literally, cause I got a gun arm. Never understand, son. Gotta do the hand. Boom. Okay, thank you. Boom, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, boom, bap. Can you say it with me? Boom, bap, boom, boom, bap. Well, let me finish my story and continue the rap. Okay, this is the song called Tractor Beam. Now, this song here is on a movie called Clerks 3. Now, what we're gonna do is a little dance. So you can move this way and go Tractor Beam. Hey, I would use it to bring you right back to me. Hey, and I fix everything unsatisfactory. Hey, well let me just get one more try. Now you can move in your seat without even getting up on this one. Yeah. For one step forward, there's 2 steps backward. Man, oh, our love was so solid and now it's fractured. Man, we stuck together just like some magnets. Hey, lost our attraction, don't know what happened. Hey, I hear every word you say, I won't let this go away. I don't know how I'll get through the day, But I know this love is strong, and I know I was so wrong. You don't know what you got until it's gone. If I had a tractor beam, hey, I would use it to bring you right back to me. Hey, I fix everything unsatisfactory. Let me just get one more try. One more try. If I had a tractor beam, I would use it to bring you right back to me. Hey, and I fix everything unsatisfactory. Hey, well let me just get one more try. One more. All right, here's where I need your help. We're all gonna sing. I'm gonna say ba 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 di up, and then you'll say it. 1, 2, 3. Let me hear you. Ba 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 di up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let me hear you. Ba 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 di up. Oh, that was cool. 1, 2, 3. Let me hear you. Ba 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 di up. And it goes. If I had a tractor beam, I would use it to bring you right back to me. I fix everything unsatisfactory. Let me just get one more try. Now pull them in. If I had a tractor beam, I would use it to bring you right back to me. Hey, and I fix everything unsatisfactory. Hey, well let me just get one more try. One more try. Thank you. Let's take it back a little bit. Any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fans here? You're speaking my language, all right. So, I brought a friend via satellite. The greatest rapper of all time. All right, so yo, I did this song for Shredder's Revenge, my game of the year of last year. So let's take it back a little bit. If you know this, help me out. Say go ninja, go ninja, go.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Say go ninja, go ninja, go.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Yeah, okay, yeah, heroes in a half shell. Hey, hey. Now, somebody say turtle power.
Turtle power.
Turtle power.
Turtle power.
Say turtle power.
Turtle power.
Yeah. Okay. Extra, extra. Read all about how Shredder and Crank ran things without a doubt. Now here's a little story I like to tell about 4 youngsters coming out of the shell. You might be wondering what this world comes to. Talking turtles, all versed in kung fu, straight from the sewer, making maneuvers in New York City, bringing it to wrongdoers. Donatello and veteran thinker, trained under the watch so I can splinter. Raphael is strong, but he's reckless. Next, Michelangelo, and he ain't stressing. Leonardo, your fearless leader. After a long fight, we'll need some pizza. The only way we can quell this hunger, if you with me, say cowabunga! Cowabunga! That's turtle power. Thanks, y'all. All right, shameless plug. I'm working on a new album that's gonna mix hip-hop, video games, and children's stuff. But for now, I want you all, if you could, to get on your feet for the one and only Sam Lake. Sam, you sit down. Everybody up, let's go. In the heart of Finland when the cold winds blow, a storyteller's spark will begin with a glow and begin in a page with a neon haze. A man would craft worlds in which we all played. At night, in the dark, he would craft through the night, and the seas, and meditate, and we go through the play. Very statical action takes all of your might, trying to find a remedy in these songs I write. There's something like painkillers, they mitigate the suffering. Been lost forever, but I'm still recovering, because the dreams never stop, trying to take it off the block through the schemes and the plots. Yeah, on the quest to imitate, takes new heights, but one slip can leave you unemployed overnight. But through thresholds and dimensions wide, creators like Sam keep the vibe alive. Make some noise! This one's for the creators. This one's for you, no imitation. It didn't exist until you made it. Just wanted to say you appreciate it. Hey, cause this one's for the creators. Much love to you, the innovators. It didn't exist until you made it. Make noise, creators! And we went from Max's pain, Alan's wake, a hero's soul. We challenge fate. Only few know the true pull of talent's weight and can still keep that balance straight. So we move out at nightfall. I heard destiny, it might call. My head be spinning like some white walls. I'm from a town that is nothing like Bright Falls. So we're used to the whispers and eyeballs. Yeah, but Sam was different. See, Sam was gifted and Sam persisted. And Sam was different and Sam would just flip it. Spotted the trends and easily we flipped it. So, this one's for the creators. Much love to you, the innovators. Hands up! It exists until you made it. Just wanted to say you appreciate it. Yeah. This one's for the creators. Much love to you, the innovators. And it didn't exist until you made it. Just wanted to say you appreciate it. Come on. If you've ever created anything, I want you to make some noise in here. You game creators, actors, soundtrack, voice actors, you guys have continued to change our lives, and we thank you so much for continuing to bring amazing creations to us that keep us going through our terrible, mundane lives sometimes. And we need you more than ever, y'all, so please don't stop creating. Thank you. My name is Mega Ran. Please make some noise for Danny on the horn. And nothing goes anywhere without the drummer. Make some noise for Dom. My name's Mega Ran. There's some information on my new album. I got a few hats and t-shirts that are hanging around. And I love you all so much. So thank you so much for the New York Game Awards for having me. Peace!
I have to come up after that, so give it one more time for Mega Ran, please. Woo! Awesome. You have to come back every year. It's like you are now part of it. Every year, man, you have to be here. Right. So we're still setting up a little. Who favorite game of the year? What do you say? Come on, let me hear it. 7. Oh, okay. Okay, you're right. Oh, come on. Oh, yell it louder. I can't hear you. Best music. All right, wait. So Astrobot won best music. Do you agree? What else did you like for music? Great Circle, that's right. Troy says Great Circle. What do you think? He's a little biased. Cool. I'm so excited I can't even. Hey, what's up? You want to talk? Again, thank you so much, Raheem. You made a great night at the New York Game Awards even greater. And now it's time for our Andrew Yoon Legend Award. We honor Andrew because he was a wry, passionate writer and game creator who died too soon. And he was one of our founding members so many years ago, and we miss him. Reggie, let's begin.
Well, I'd love to, but my computer is crapping out on me.
You can read on mine.
That's all right.
Okay. You got it.
So, as we prepared to honor Sam, I had to admit that I didn't know Sam very well. In fact, I really didn't know Sam at all. We had met a couple times backstage at various events. You know, we'd had the little banter. You know, hey, how you doing? Break a leg. Don't screw up there. But, you know, I really didn't get to know Sam well really until tonight, as we spent a little bit of time talking. And, you know, what I found in the time we've spent together and the time I've spent playing your games is that, you know, you are a thoughtful person who loves the craft of writing. whether it's writing movie scripts, whether it's writing for tabletop games, whether it's writing fantastic narratives for movies. It's that art of the craft that I saw as the driver. As I think about my experiences with your games, I think about Max Payne and how you incorporated those classic film noir elements, the hard-boiled language, the inner dialogue, the gritty urban setting, all the things that made that game so wonderful. Your writing is sharp. It's laden with metaphors. It has that sense of desperation, that sense of fatalism in the way you write. I love the way you break the fourth wall in your games. And whether it's in Alan Wake or Control, and it fascinates me that oftentimes your characters wrestle with the nature of storytelling, right? And the fact that you're such a great storyteller to wrestle with that, it blows my mind in the creation of your games. The fact is that while the themes in your games are pretty heavy, you love to inject that dark, sardonic humor to lighten things up, and to do that while still maintaining the overall tension of the games. I mean, it's phenomenal. You are a true treasure in this industry.
Well said, really. Well said. So last year in Los Angeles, Sam Lake actually came up to me and thanked me for what we do for underserved kids. And I hadn't really spoken to Sam in a one-on-one situation before, and he was just really warm and engaging as a human being, and I remembered it. In December, to prepare for this night, we met at a cold day at one of my favorite bars in the village, Bar 6, and we talked about writing, and we spent a lot of time talking about process. Of course, the staff recognized Sam and copped our coffee. And we walked back to his hotel, and I listened to stories of Finland and his vacation here with his daughter. And I thought, this time in New York City with Sam isn't really for me, it's for every lover of games. And so is this tribute. Let's roll our Sam documentary, John.
Should we roll it, or do you want to say something first, Sam?
Nah, just roll it.
So we are so happy to honor Sam Lake tonight. I remember back in, I think, 2000, 2001, when the first Max Payne came out. And you can see that Sam is really interested in New York City, that Sam loves New York City. I'm always someone who cares about writing in a game, so I really enjoyed, certainly in Alan Wake 2, the homages to Mulder and Scully and David Lynch. I think that, it's an old trope that you stand on the shoulders of giants. So he has read everything in American literature and Finnish literature. So he knows of what he speaks, and what goes in is really something that is not done willy-nilly.
So Sam actually gave me an important piece of advice early on when I interviewed him for younger people who want a job in the gaming industry. And to summarize what he said, I took away 3 main points, which were 1, trust your passion, 2, immerse yourself in games, and 3, start gaining hands-on experiences, as it allows you to receive valuable feedback and a supportive environment for growth.
Sam is a true legend and more than deserving of the Andrew Yoon Legend Award. He has created a profound impact in the gaming industry that continues to inspire and connect people worldwide. I once asked him about his childhood in Finland, and he shared how his father's storytelling inspired a love for books and vivid imagination. This then created a passion for writing, which ultimately led him to create some of the most profound narratives in gaming.
I think Sam has this like narrative genius. He's not afraid to take risks. Right now in the video game industry, we see a lot of remakes, remasters, a lot of the same franchises, series over again when people are afraid of trying new things and also just trying to, people just want to make more of the same game that they know will do well. Whereas I think if you see Sam Lake's breadth of work, he's been more willing to jump into completely different, fresh video game ideas from Max Payne to Alan Wake, and then the spin-off Control, and then we don't even know what's coming next for the Remedy universe. So that's kind of what is positioning him as a pioneer across all these other luminaries in the video games industry.
And that's what makes Sam's games so distinct. It's like when you're playing a Hideo Kojima game, you know that wild, crazy nature is there, and you just can't get enough of it, but you also wonder, is the guy crazy, or is he actually aware of what he's writing?
There is a thin line between too absurd and too complex that I think Remedy and its many games toes astoundingly. The amount of care and dedication that goes into a lot of the games, the amount of new and crazy ideas that comes out of the Remedy Connected Universe, the appreciation paid to New York, of course, that one hits home very well.
The way that you mix medias, so I'm playing a game and I'm enjoying the game, and then out of left field, there's this wacky video of Dr. Darling doing this wild dance and song and all of that, and and you know, you're just vibing with it. You're like, you know, I was scared for my life a couple of seconds ago, but now I'm just doing all of this, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. You kind of need that horror relief. It's a release valve. A game that we haven't talked about enough here is Quantum Break, where you actually mix gaming with television, and it was it was unheard of, and it's unheard of to this day. And actually, I would not mind a Quantum Break 2. Bring that back. Bring back Littlefinger with some of that good sci-fi.
The vision for the project can sometimes change, and through interviewing Sam Lake, it felt as though that was respected. The idea that the vision would always change. It was something that I was so shocked by, because the team, it goes through this idea of what the project should be, and then as we go forward, it begins to change and slowly begin to shape itself in a way that was unoriginal to the idea that came before. And that idea that Sam Lake implemented into me was something that I don't really see a lot of other developers go with, because, you know, they have a vision for a project and they go through with it from beginning to finish. The idea of allowing the vision to change and to become another thing entirely is something that almost was unbeknownst to me before I met Sam Lake. I think it was really nice to see how much he cared for the team. The idea that he had so much respect for the team, and that idea that they also had as much power in the game and its ultimate end goal as he did. Even though he was the one that was writing the story, he was talking with the team as if they were equals. And that's something that we really need in this industry nowadays.
Congratulations, Sam Lake, on winning the Legend Award. As a native New Yorker, really appreciate your journey. I mean, and the stories of you actually depicting my city very well. I remember Max Payne and seeing Bullet Time for the first time and kind of being blown away. And just to see the journey of your passion for storytelling, narrative storytelling, and always characters that I feel have like this heroic, they're flawed, but they have this heroic journey in trying to solve their problems. The psychological thrillers you do, and I just feel from a studio perspective, you guys push the culture forward as far as narrative, cinematic storytelling. And another appreciation that I have is just connected universes and to see how things come together. I'm always curious if you had that journey from the beginning, if that was the thing. But I really appreciate what you do for the genre and the culture, and I think it's really fitting that you win the Legend Award.
Hi, Sam Lake. Congrats on winning the Andrew Yoon Legend Award. I'm not surprised, and I don't think anybody is surprised. I'm lucky enough to know you personally. I met you a few years ago, I will never forget, at a Giant Bomb party, and I told you I loved the way you dressed, and you made a joke that Jeff Keighley copied your outfit. And I promised myself I would get to know you better the more that I saw you at these events, and I did. You are the kindest, most open-minded, open-hearted person that I've met in this industry, and I think it just reflects so much in your work. Before I got to know Sam, obviously he was the guy who made the weird face in Max Payne. And it's really funny because his face translates like 1-to-1 in person. But I became absolutely obsessed with him because of Alan Wake. I'm a huge fan of David Lynch, as is he, and just his ability to kind of take things that you'd expect and turn them on their head.
A fun fact, being a recipient of the Legend Award also makes you an honorary New Yorker, which is, I know how much you love the city. The city loves you too. I remember the first time I played one of your games, it was Max Payne, and that face became instantly recognizable for me. I've never met you in person, but you've become one of these figures within the industry that everybody knows you because of the impact that you've had with your games. You're a true auteur, not only within the video game space, somebody that can be looked at in the same light as a Kojima, as a Tim Schafer, but you also transcend that because none of them are really actors in their own games. So that makes you really more of an equivalent to folks like Clint Eastwood or Charlie Chaplin, folks that, 100 years after, they've made like their first work, they're remembered. And I know that your work and Remedy's work is gonna be remembered the same way.
Hi, my name is Oliver Nelson Jr. I'm the studio head over at Strange Scaffold, and I am recording this at kind of a weird time for me. It's 3 a.m. the night after Christmas. My body is riddled with COVID, and yet I'm honored to contribute to this video because Sam Lake changes lives. I'm making games today, not to date myself, but because I played Alan Wake as a kid and I saw the power of words as brought to life so evocatively by Sam Lake and the team over at Remedy Games, whether it's Max Payne, Control, or Quantum Break, which I still don't think gets the appreciation it deserves. Remedy hasn't just kicked down the doors for what games are. It's shown all of the wonderful things they can be. And I consider celebrating Sam Lake's legacy not just important, but necessary. Thank you so much, Sam.
When I first told people I was joining Remedy, one of the big things they would say to me is, oh, maybe you'll get to work with Sam. And after the third or fourth person had said this to me, I finally Googled who Sam was. Sorry, Sam. And when I did, a TikTok came up of Sam like emerging from this like ice cold lake, treading water, holding a thermos as he's like handshaking, pouring this cup of coffee. And I just remember thinking, oh great, this man is unhinged. And 3 years in, I can say with delight that Sam is unhinged, but in the best possible way. Sam, you inspire me, you make me a better designer and a better storyteller, and I just love how much we laugh. Congratulations.
Samuel, this is nice. All these wonderful people calling you talented and prolific and brilliant. It feels correct.
I have been playing video games for about 30 years now. I remember buying the very first PlayStation 1. So I've been in and out over the years, but the very first video game that really grabbed me, and I played right through to the very end, which I don't normally do, was Max Payne. It was just revolutionary. It was like a movie, the story was gripping, the writing was excellent, and Max himself looked like a movie star. So I was really taken by that game. I played Max Payne 2, and then I played Max Payne 3. Now flick forward about 30 years, about 25 years, and I'm working on a project, and I get this call from my agent saying, would you be interested in stepping into this video game? So I say yes, and things are done, and before I know it, I'm sort of, they don't tell me all about the game, but they just tell me the title of the video game and who I'd been meeting over Zoom the following day. So I do a little bit of research, and as I start to uncover what this game is about and who is involved in this game, I begin to realize that every single game that has gripped me over these years, every single one, was a Remedy game. And I then started to realize that every single game that I had loved was written by this guy called Sam Lake. So I was thinking, who's this Sam Lake? So I started getting online and I'm like, oh, I recognize that guy. I couldn't quite place him, but I was like, I recognize that guy. And then the next day I sat down, as I started researching this, it was Alan Wake 2. As I started researching it, I started to realize that Sam's name ran right the way through Remedy and this connected universe. And I then, on the Zoom on the Monday morning, as soon as Sam's camera went on, I got it. And I went, F***, it's Max Payne! And I was just so happy to realize that and to work with him. I was really, really happy to work with Remedy, really, really happy to work with Sam. Flew out to see him, and he's just been so wonderful to work with. I regard him as a great friend. I mean, they say never meet your heroes, but Sam Lake has bucked that trend. He's a wonderfully creative man, wonderfully creative person. He and Remedy have done some fantastic games, and I'm just I'm delighted to know him and delighted to be a small part of the Sam Lake fan club and the Remedy universe.
Thank you, Sam, for your incredible work. We look forward to seeing what you create next.
Congratulations, of course, and you definitely deserve it. I do hope one day we can get into a Dungeons & Dragons game.
Congratulations, Sam Lake, on winning the Andrew Yoon Legends Award.
Congratulations, Sam Lake, on receiving the Andrew Yoon Legend Award.
Congratulations, Sam. You are a lord in your realm, and now you are a legend, an Andrew Yoon Legend.
Sam, I just want to say you're a sick and we all are benefiting from it. And I really appreciate you and your twisted little mind. So congrats, Sam, on winning this award. You deserve it.
Congratulations, Sam Lake. You deserve it. Please don't take too long for Alan Wake 3. I really want it.
The stage is set, and I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. Tonight, I was to honor a man who shaped the darkness into something profound. Sam Lake, a storyteller, an architect of worlds where reality and the surreal collide. We collaborated together on Max Payne's haunting noir journey and guided Alan Wake through the shadows. But the creative force that turned Remedy into a powerhouse was a writer. Sam didn't just write stories. He wove myths that blurred the lines between reality and fiction. His characters are not heroes. They are flawed, broken, and deeply human, navigating worlds where the rules and reality bend, but the emotions stay true. Sam, your words, your vision, your uncompromising journey to push our medium as a great platform for storytelling has left an indelible mark on our collective imagination. Tonight, we're not just celebrating your lifetime achievement, we're celebrating the echoes of your work, which will continue to reverberate for years to come. Congratulations, Sam. Your friend, Naveed. Now let's go get a shot of Kong.
Thank you very much. Overwhelming. Thank you, Harold and Reggie, and thank you, New York Video Games Critics Circle, for this incredible honor. I look at the list of previous recipients of this award, true legends all, with such a legacy when it comes to video games, and honestly, I can't help but to feel my imposter syndrome flare up. I'm very grateful for this award. In fact, let me just pause for a second here and breathe. You know, so often with these moments, you know, before a big audience, to do anything, afterwards, these moments are just white noise looking back. And I really want to remember this and treasure this memory. So hello, everybody. Okay, I want to thank my family for their love and also always keeping me grounded. I want to thank Remedy and all my colleagues and collaborators there through the years. Without them, I would not be here today. Making video games is always a team effort. You know, Remedy will be 30 years old this fall. And towards the end of this year, it will be 30 years since I came in to write the texts for Death Rally, the first Remedy game. 30 years. I want to thank my friends who have shared my passion for storytelling through role-playing games since we were teenagers. And I want to thank all the wonderful, passionate artists I've been fortunate to collaborate with. Musicians, actors, all. It's so important to find partners who inspire you and energize you and drive you to do your best work. Partners who also question you and call out when you are losing the sight of the vision. It's vital to surround yourself with friends like this. Now, I would like to dedicate this award to David Lynch, who heartbreakingly passed away last week. I never met him, but his art has been a tremendous inspiration for me, and I'm sure can be seen as a huge influence in my work, in all the Remedy games. For me, first it was Twin Peaks and later Lost Highway, but all of his works. There would not be Alan Wake without him. Our code name for Alan Wake 2 was Big Fish, according to his book, Catching the Big Fish, where he talks about ideas being like fish and the best ideas being the big fish who swim in deep waters. Thinking about David Lynch and thinking about this speech, I tried to distill what inspires me and what I'm trying to catch with my stories and game experiences, what excites me as an idea in art and entertainment across all mediums. And I think it's simply this: a journey into a secret mystery. I think this is what we seek, a presence we sometimes fleetingly sense in our everyday lives, but something that is invisible to us, denied from us. We suspect it's there, but we are blind to it and we can't reach it until a doorway into it opens and allows us to pursue it, to journey into a hidden world. And it can be wonderful and it can be terrifying and it can be both at the same time. And mind you, this does not mean that this mystery gives us any final definite answers, any one truth, other than the fact that it exists. It's enough we feel it, feel the powerful emotions caused by it. And even if the answer is beyond our understanding, we can still form our theory and our personal answers. And we are touched by it, and nothing will be the same after. We will never be the same after we have been changed by it. Lynch himself said that, why would art need to make sense when life often doesn't make sense? I believe in this. When the emotion we experience is true and we feel it and we believe it, we should not need it explained to us. This journey into a secret mystery is what I look when I begin reading a book, when I listen to a song, when I watch a film, and yes, when I play a game. There is a specific craft to each of these mediums, and yet they overlap. I'd like to think that this pursuit is universal in art and entertainment. As human beings, we are all dreamers and we are all creators. We are all inspired by works of art across all mediums. As creators, we are all part of the same, and I love all these different mediums. But what makes games special is that they can encompass all these other mediums seamlessly. And in addition, as an interactive experience, the journey is a concrete journey you make, and the secret mystery is something you actively work on to look for, to find, and to piece together. All of which draws us in and makes us an active part of the experience, fully engaged. Now, I'd like to thank New York Video Game Critics Circle again for this award. What makes this even more special is the fact that you promote education and teach and mentor young people in careers in games. There's been a lot of bad news of layoffs and studios closing, and a lot of bad news in our world overall of conflict and crises. Because of this, it's all the more important to take action and build for the future, to hope for a better future. Thank you very much.
We toast you.
We toast you.
How about another round of applause for Sam Lake?
Sam Lake, ladies and gentlemen.
Sam is so deep, isn't he? I just can't wait for Control 2 or Alan Wake 3 or Quantum Break 2, please. And anything that comes from the Remedy universe. So, I know that you're impatient for the big finale. But first, we have a couple more awards to go. Here at the Circle, we like to drink in a super secret place, or if you're like me, drink in public. Here's the award for the Chumley Speakeasy Award for the Best Hidden Gem, and here to present is our journalism chair, Nick Capozzoli, and freelancer Adam Siddiqui. Woo.
Hidden gems. Those are the extraordinary games that are so hard to find on the Steam search list. But once you play those games, they remain with you forever because there's something so extraordinary. And today we honor those developers, the silent revolutionaries who make gaming exciting even if it's hard to find.
And the nominees are Ultros, Vampire Therapist, Mouthwashing,
Llamasoft, The Jeff Minter Story. Mars at Midnight. Starstruck, Hands of Time.
As I open this, I just want to say, I don't have any special insight into this, but to me, the color scheme that we've been using here for all these transitions, it says trans rights, and I think that's great. And the winner is Mouthwashing.
Thank you all so much. Wow. Okay, I wanted to thank a few people. The community, thank you for everyone who really engaged with mouthwashing. You guys have shown us that drinking mouthwash in cocktails is not a good thing. But also, you guys have given us a lot of support, and we're really only here because of you. I'd like to also shout out our publisher, Critical Reflex, for helping us put out our first game as a studio. And most importantly to me, I'd like to thank the rest of the team that couldn't be here tonight. Jeffrey, Johanna, Martin, Yasmin, Tana, and Dave, you guys have been phenomenal to work with. I would have attempted your last names, but they're really European, and one of them's Finnish, and Sam Lake is in the room, so I'd prefer not to try. But seriously, you guys took a student team and turned it into a company that people actually know the name of. Wrong organ is something besides the worst thing your doctor could tell you. Yes, thank you all so much again. Thanks.
Yep. Congrats, and thank you for making a game that chilled everyone and made us think. So now, sometimes downloadable content can feel as deep and immersive as the main game. So here's our NYC GWB Award for Best DLC. And that's a lot of acronyms. And it's presented by Luis Aguas Vivas and from Pop Matters, and NPR, and Brady Langman from Esquire.
Hey, good night, New York. How's everyone doing? Yeah, we're almost done, but beforehand, we're gonna just talk about the games that give you more.
But this year's DLC was less about taking another ride through your favorite world and more about returning to the scene of your worst nightmare.
And also pain. Pure pain.
Well, this year, Elden Ring somehow convinced us to sign up for another 25 hours of punishment.
That's crazy. When Alan Wake 2 gave us Night Springs and the Lake House, I lost another week to sleep. I couldn't sleep. I was so scared. Only nightmares. Thank you.
Same. And one of this year's nominees is literally called Vessel of Hatred.
On that note, here are this year's nominees for Best DLC.
Alan Wake 2, Night Springs, and The Lake House. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, Mask of Darkness. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree. Remnant 2, The Dark Horizon. Splatoon 3 Side Order. Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred.
And the winner is
Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree.
I'm back. The stars have aligned once more to bestow honor on the creators of my world. My thanks to every living being and every living soul.
Hi everyone, my name is John Harden and I'm part of the publishing team for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree here at Bandai Namco Entertainment America. Thank you for the honor and recognition for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree for the Best DLC Award. The amazing work from all the nominees showed just how formative DLC can be to a video game experience. It has the power to augment a story, changing our entire perspective in new and unexpected ways. And we would like to thank our fans around the world, the other nominees, and all the followers of Miquella for recognizing Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. And from us here at Bandai Namco, we'd also like to take a moment and acknowledge the mission, dedication, and hard work of the staff for working with students interested in the video games industry. Thank you all again.
Congratulations. And you, Ranny, you scare me.
Thank you, Charlotte. So we have a rare item we are raffling off. It's my own copy of the Alan Wake Collector's Edition for Xbox 360, signed by Sam Lake. So where did our raffle go? Oh, okay. So Cherie, you want to pick one?
Sure, let's do this thing. And the winner is... Ooh, I can't read that. Lucky Gomez. Let's do that. Hey.
Luigi, come on up, man.
Ooh, nice hat, bruh.
Wow.
You're the man.
He is the man.
And if you are looking for some more retro goodness, we have some more Sam signed copies of Remedy games and posters that we will be putting up on eBay. So please stay tuned. Woo. But now, it's time. It's finally time for the Big Apple Award. Let's hear it.
What?
Come on.
You know
man.
what?
You know what?
No.
Yes.
No,
yeah,
not this year.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Every year.
Not this year.
All
Yes.
the time, Reggie.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
All right. My body is ready. My body is ready for the big award. Is your body ready, Harold?
My body is ready too. Cherie, is your body ready?
You're damn right it is.
Audience, is your body ready? Critics Circle, critics, can we have you all come up to the stage for the big award?
And while they gather, it's tradition for the newest members of the Circle to present the Big Apple Award for Game of the Year. So this year, here is Christopher Cruz from Rolling Stone and Devin McClure from Screen Rant. Chris, Devin, will you please do the honors?
Let's all come out of.
Come on, get on here.
It's a big
Spread it
group.
out.
It's a big giant group.
Look at all these beautiful critics. Let's give a hand for them. 365 days a year, they are reviewing games for you, letting you know what is good, bad, and ugly.
All right. They're still coming. They're still coming. There's a lot of them. Get them all up here.
All right, are we all here? We're all here. Take it away.
It's never easy to narrow down a whole year of amazing games into a short list. Even this group here had a really hard time narrowing down this Game of the Year list this year.
The nominees this year show just how varied the idea of a Game of the Year can be, with each of these titles capturing our attention in unique ways.
So whether it's an existential fantasy journey or a JRPG crash course in politics,
or 50 games in one, or punching Nazis, or learning to not attempt a flush run for the 100th time, even though it's really tempting. These games enraptured all different types of players.
So here are the nominees for Game of the Year.
Balatro. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Astrobot. UFO 50. "1,000 Times Resist." Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Metaphor, Refantasio. EA Sports College Football 25.
And the winner for Game of the Year is
Astrobot.
Hi, New York Game Awards, this is Team Asobi. We are delighted to be receiving the Game of the Year. We are over the moon, thank you so much. It means the world to us. It's been an amazing year making this game with all the heart and love that we could. And the fact that it's getting recognized couldn't be a better gift. So from all of us at Team Asobi, thank you!
That's it. Congratulations to all of the winners, all of the nominees. What a perfect evening. I had a great time. How about you?
Yeah. Great time.
How about you?
Great time.
All right. But don't forget to donate. nygamecritics.com/donate.
Have a great night.
Critic Circle members, stay up. Everyone else, thanks so much to all of you who are with us here in person and online, and we will see you next year in January. Have the best 2025 that you can, and may the odds ever be in your favor.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
thank you for attending the 14th Annual New York Game Awards. If you don't have a blue or red wristband, as